everyone, I am Aruna Devi from First MCom. I am here to discuss a topic about computation of labor variances. Before computing, what is labor variances? A labor variances is also known as a direct labor variances. It is a key difference between the actual cost of the labor and the standard or budgeted cost of the labor. Labor cost variances is further classified into three, and they are labor rate variances and labor idle time variances, and the last one is labor efficiency variances. The labor efficiency variances is further classified into two, labor mix variance and labor yield variance. Calculate the labor cost variances, labor rate variances and labor efficiency variances from the following informations. Here we had given the standard hour and the standard rate, actual hour and the actual rate. So here we have to calculate the least cost variances. Least cost variance is equal to standard hour into standard rate minus actual hour into actual rate. Therefore, standard hour 40 into standard rate 3 and the actual hour 50 into standard rate 4. Therefore, is equal to 120 minus 100. Since it is minus, it is unfavorable. And next we have to calculate the labor rate variances. Labor rate variance is equal to actual hour into standard rate minus actual rate. Therefore, 50 into standard rate is 3 and actual rate is 4. 50 into minus 1, it was the unfavorable one. Now, last one is labor efficiency variable. Labor efficiency variable is equal to standard hour minus actual hour into standard rate. Here the standard hour is 40 and the actual hour is 50 and the standard rate is 3. Therefore, it is minus 10 into 3 and it is an unfavorable balance. Problem 1, we have learned the 3, that is labor cost variances, labor rate variances and the labor efficient variances. Here the next one is labor idle variances. From the following we have to calculate the labor idle time. Idle time is the non-working time of the employees. And here we need only just two things, that is standard rate and the abnormal idle time. In this question we had clearly given that the standard hour paid is 15 and the actual hour paid, that is the abnormal idle time, is 50. So the standard rate 15 into abnormal idle time 50 is multiplied and the answer is 750, that is favorable one. And here we are turning into the third part, that is the third classification, labor efficient variances. It is, as I had previously said, that labor efficient variances is further classified into two, that is labor mixed variances and the labor yield variances. The labor mixed variances is equal to revised standard hour minus actual hour into standard hour. Here we had found a new term that is called as revised standard hour. It will be clearly explained in the following problems. And this is problem number 3. Here they had given that the standard labor composition of actual labor composition engaged in 10 weeks. That is, the standard time is 10 weeks. And the work is actually completed in 12 weeks. The actual work completed in 12 weeks. And here the standard hour is not given. They had only given the number of workers and the wage. Number of workers and the wage. So we have to calculate the standard rate, standard time. And here we go with the calculation of various labor variances. Here the work has been classified into 3 grades, that is A, B and C. Here the standard hour is multiple with the standard hour rate. Therefore 40 employees was working for 10 weeks. Therefore the number of hours worked by A is 40 hours. Number of standard hour worked by B is 500. number of standard hours worked by C is 300 and their total is 1300. And next is standard rate, which is given in the questions, and this is called standard cost. Standard cost is the actual cost. And next is actual cost. Actual hour, that is 50, 60 and 10, that is the number of employees, and the 12 is the actual days which is used to complete the work. So A takes 600 hours to complete that work. B takes 720 hours to complete the work, and C takes 120 hours to complete the works. This is the actual hours which has been completed, and the actual rate which has been given in the question, and this is actual cost. Here the actual cost is nothing but the multiplication of actual hour into actual rate, standard hour into standard rate. By using this, we have to calculate only the labor mix variances. Labor mix variance means what? Revised standard hour minus actual hour. Here the revised standard hour is equal to standard hour into actual hour divided by total standard hour. So standard hour 400 into total actual hour 1440, which has been divided by 1200, and here we will get the rupees 480. And least mix variance is equal to the revised standard hour 480 minus actual hour 600 into the standard hour. Therefore 9600, which has been in minuses, it is in unfavorable. Labor yield variances. Here the labor yield variances will be identified by using this formula: actual unit of labor input used minus allowed for the actual output into standard average price per unit of labor input. That is actual unit of the labor inputted and actually outputted, and which was multiplied into average price per unit. Here we can be identified how the labor yield variances is favorable or non-favorable. If the actual yield is more than the standard yield, means it is called as favorable labor yield variances, and if the actual yield is less than the standard yield, means it is unfavorable.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.